All right, mic check 1 2 1 2. You are now tuned into your favorite show that you ain't even know about yet. YKTV Wit V. You know the vibes. With your host Vada on What's Hood Radio, all indie music all the time. So excited. Throw the applause up. So excited to have our first interview guest. We have Mr. Lance Soul Gill or Soul World or Mr. Private Figure. This man thinks he's Diddy, you guys. We don't know what he is. We don't know what he goes by. We don't know anything. Let us know where we can get at you. What's going on? What's your name, sir? What's your name first off?
Well, my mom named me Lance.
Okay.
After my dad.
So you're a junior.
I'm a junior.
Okay.
Yep. So you could just call me Lance. Lance is cool.
Okay. What's up? Isn't there a private figure thing going on with exes and stuff? What's that about?
Yeah. Well, this is evolution of myself that's happening, and what do they call it? It starts with an I. Come on, you know.
It's about changing yourself?
Yeah, it's just like getting to the next level of yourself. Reinventing. There
Reinventing.
You go. That's really what the whole private figure concept comes from as far as me, but it's really the parent company and holding company for everything.
For everything else that you do. So tell us more about what you do. Do you mind doing that first? Kind of letting us know more about what you do so we can understand what private figure is supposed to be doing.
What do I do?
Why are you on YKTV with me, basically? Why do we have you here?
Well,
boast about yourself.
We're here because on October 5th, I don't know when this will be aired, either before or after that, it doesn't matter, but on October 5th.
Definitely after.
Okay, on October 5th, we are opening Phonic Den, which is an audio center in South End of Charlotte.
Okay.
So
audio center. So y'all sell like, it's like Guitar Center, but for audio or?
No.
Okay.
No, is that what it sounds like?
I don't know. I'm just asking. I have no idea what it is. Like, let me know.
Okay.
Like, let the people know. What is an audio center?
Well, I'm glad you don't know, because I think that we're creating something.
Okay.
And so I kind of like the idea of people not really
never
understanding it, and then being able to create a whole culture around these two words.
Audio center.
Right. So the whole idea of an audio center is a relaxing recording studio. A recording studio made for people who are doing podcasts, audiobooks, narrations, voiceovers, radio commercials, stuff like that. Things that are not music. It's not about artists. There's no music involved in this recording studio.
Okay.
But it's like that middle ground in the audio center. My bad. See, I messed it up too. I call it the recording studio.
Why relaxing? Why do you want a relaxing recording experience? Like, what's up with that? Like, why?
Well,
what's wrong with the regular podcast shares?
So I'm gonna share this story. I went with Darius Neely, right? Okay. He is the King Darius. I'm sorry, said his whole government. He is one of our podcasts on Power Podcast Network called No Approval Podcast, and he went to he had to do a show one day. This is months ago. He had to do a show, and he didn't have a place to record. Okay. And this was months ago. So that experience was I went with him. It was very it wasn't favorable for somebody who wasn't doing music. It wasn't, it didn't fit with what he was trying to do. He had to like be in the booth, he had to sit down, it was like dark in there, it was, it didn't have the vibe.
Mad dark.
Right, exactly. So when we came here and we got this space in South End. Okay. And we had the Power Podcast Network, but then I was kind of like, well, what else can we do? Okay. That experience kind of came to my mind as like, all right, well, there should be a place that Darius could have went to that was warmer, that felt like I could come here, I can relax, do my show, bounce, instead of
kind of like how recording studios cater to artists, because
Right.
The recording studio for an artist or someone like, it's super comfy. Like Audio Box got a shower, got 2 showers.
Right. Yeah, I know that.
Mag couches, like big showers too.
Right.
Like, and so I get that. I could see why there's a lot of other genres that record other than music. There's mad stuff out there, so I could see where a need for a relaxing recording audio center could come to play. So let me get this straight. So you got Private Figure, Power Podcast Network, and what else?
Phonic Dan.
Phonic Dan, which as we all know, is the home for YKTV Wit V. We come to you live from Phonic Dan in the beautiful south end of Charlotte. Beautiful south end of Charlotte. So Private Figure is the head of it all.
Yeah, Private Figure is the alphabet of Google.
Okay.
Yeah, so Alphabet is the parent company of Google.
Yes, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
Well,
exactly. Exactly.
I had no idea.
This
Did you
is
see my
very
face?
important, guys. I want you guys to listen. It's very important when you're doing stuff. Like, there's a reason why you don't know Alphabet.
Okay.
Because it ain't about Alphabet.
It's not. It's about Google.
It's about Google. It's about YouTube. It's about the brands that they own. And Alphabet is, we talk about Google being a
What else does Alphabet own?
$1 billion
Am I asking
company.
not to?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we won't. We don't. We're not going to pay them. So.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You
We're not
can
going to pay them anything.
Alphabet ain't.
So.
Look it up. But we're not going that far down there.
Yeah.
But that is kind of, a lot of companies have parent companies that we don't know about. That we kind of
don't know about.
Just don't know.
I know a lot. This isn't anywhere near the same realm, but I kind of get what you were saying in the sense that, I've worked for several boutiques. That were under umbrellas, under an umbrella, and so I had stock in the top of, the umbrella. So if somebody was to get stock, they would get stock with Private Figure, not PPN, if they wanted PPN stock.
PPN and Phonic Dan and
a lot of people.
You say Perg? Can we put that in there?
But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Perg.
What's Perg?
Perg is this. It's a new way to share content and information through a phone grip. So Perg is grip backwards. GRIP, PIRG. And the whole concept is to just create a new, fast, convenient way to share information. You literally just put it on your phone. You don't have to have an app or anything. You hover over it with your phone or the other person's phone.
I think I've seen some things like that, but not in a phone grip.
Right. It's like a QR code in a phone grip.
Okay.
Except you're not using your camera.
Yeah.
You're just tapping your phone. And there's a chip inside your phone that already connects with the chip that we use.
That's dope.
In the phone grip. So so this is kind of like what Private Figure is going to be about. Private Figure is kind of like a big white house.
Okay.
And I have walls, floors, ceilings to cover, and PPN is a living room, and all the things that have to do with PPN go in there.
Okay.
Phonic Den is in a den, and everything that got to do with Phonic Den goes in there. Perg is a room upstairs, and then just all this other space still that I could kind of use to be creative.
So Private Figure sounds really dope. What else are you thinking about putting into that house? You thinking about putting anything in there? Anything else?
Not right now.
I don't even believe you.
No,
it's okay.
There's always gonna be Private Figure's always gonna have something come in. It's always gonna be something that because the brand itself is gonna be just that. It's just house. Exactly. It's something that you can expect next time you come into Private Figure. There's gonna be another room there that's gonna be decorated with a bunch of stuff, or there's gonna be another wall, or the kitchen's gonna be da. And it's just gonna be continuously adding creative stuff that I come up with and the team comes up with, and things that make sense. And obviously the more money we make, the more capital,
more stuff that can go in the house, more furniture.
Exactly.
Well, 2 more questions before we head out.
Okay.
1, who inspired you? And 2, where should we follow you?
Who inspires me?
Yeah, and how do you stay inspired? I don't want to go too deep because we could sit and talk to you all day. Maybe next time we'll just do a full Lance Soul, Private Figure, Gil, Junior episode. But until then, who inspires you and how do you stay inspired?
That's a really good question.
What makes you want to keep putting new furniture in Private Figure?
Well, I'll answer that question first, because I'm always stuck on like the who and picking someone, because there's so many people, there's so many you know, energies out there that I learn from and that I get inspired from in moments. So that's always hard to choose. So what was the question again?
What inspires you to keep putting
keep going,
new
keep putting stuff. Okay.
In private? Yeah,
what inspires me to keep putting new stuff is the feeling of freedom.
Okay.
The ability to think of something and have an idea and go through the process of making that idea real and something that someone else can touch and someone else can experience and someone else can feel is euphoric to me.
Okay.
It is.
That's one of my favorite words, but go ahead.
It's like the only, like, I just want to do that in my life.
Yeah.
That's that.
What you're doing.
Yes.
Just more capital.
Yeah, exactly. Because to be all the way transparent, I'm still working.
Yeah.
I'm still driving to make sure that the lights stay on. And you know, so it's not like, you know, I'm on an uphill battle.
Right.
You know, it may sound cool. It may sound like, oh yeah,
it definitely seems a lot cooler than.
Yeah. I haven't got there yet. Once I get to that place where this is all I'm doing,
then people will never see you.
No, they'll never see me. ever. You have to catch me at a restaurant.
Who does inspire you? Who inspires you in general? Just pick one person.
If I was to pick one person out of all the people in the world,
if you have to group people, you can.
All right, I'm gonna say one, and this might be controversial. It might be not what people are thinking that I'm gonna say. Okay. One person that inspires me a lot on the low is Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan inspires me because
this is mad controversial. Did you not just see the interview with him and the Proud Boys?
Who?
Joe Rogan and the Proud Boys. Joe Rogan is a proud supporter of the Proud Boys.
I don't know what the Proud Boys are.
The Proud Boys are a white supremacist organization that Trump identified but wouldn't denounce. But go ahead. Why does Joe Rogan inspire you?
Joe Rogan inspires me.
Go ahead. I mean,
Joe Rogan inspires me because
that's mad controversial.
He does what he wants. Mm-hmm. He has the freedom that
he always has too.
That I look forward to, and he's very humble and relaxed about it.
So you talking Joe Rogan now or Joe Rogan then? Because he's kind of always done.
Well, it started with Fear Factor.
There we go. Because a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, so it started with Fear Factor. Fear Factor gave him the ability to have financial freedom. From there, he did comedy, and then he went on to doing a podcast. He's been doing a podcast 10 years now. So, again, I don't know his personal life. I don't agree with
it was just like
I don't have nothing to do with that.
He had the Proud Boys on his podcast. It's just kind of trending right now.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I should know that though.
You should, but it's okay.
I run
it's YKTV Wit V. If you don't know the vibes, you can tune in right here, and she'll tell you everything. You know, Wada be doing her research. But go ahead. It's okay. I like Joe Rogan though.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, I do like him. I like.
If anybody has anything to say, they can hit me up.
Where can they hit you?
At Private Figure, PRIVXTEFIGXRE.
That's fire.
And so, because I really don't care what no one has to say about my opinions about life. So, you could take. What you should do is you should take my words for what they are.
For what they are for face value.
And not
read into them.
Not anything else. Because I want to be like him in that aspect.
Yeah.
Very much so. And it just feels like he just be doing what he want to do. Where even though other people will like like, I don't feel like Jay-Z does what he wants to do. I feel like Jay-Z has too much things attached to him, and he's...
Well, Jay-Z does Joe Rogan have a family?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even mean family-wise. I mean, like, business-wise.
Okay.
Like, Jay has too much attached to him. He inspires me more so because of his drive and what he's created for himself.
He has a big umbrella, too.
Right. So he has a lot of people that, like, is probably pulling on him all the time. That need him, and that right there is not so attractive to me.
Yeah.
So...
But Joe Rogan does what he wants, and he has been.
Yeah, and he can literally do his podcast for the rest of his life and
be good.
Be super good.
How much is Spotify paying him?
I don't know. The deal was supposedly $100 million deal.
That's crazy.
We don't know how that's get chopped up or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just...
But yeah,
I'm sure
to
he's
have
not,
a deal
I'm sure
that
he's not
big,
missing it.
No, and I'm sure he's still...
We're looking for it.
...getting money from royalties. I'm sure Fear Factor is still paying them something for reruns or...
Yeah, NBC's probably cutting them.
Whatever the case may be, so...
Okay. Well, where can everybody get at you, sir? Where can we follow you at? And if we want to talk to you about why you idolize a white supremacist supporter, where can they message you at?
Hit me at my DMs. In my DMs. PRIVXTEFIGXRE.
And that's on...
That's on IG.
Okay.
Or you can email me a long, long letter of everything you feel about what I said to privatefigure@gmail.com. PRIVXTEFIGXRE.
And what about all the other umbrellas? Where can they follow those at?
Oh, at Phonic Den. You can hit us on IG at Phonic Den. You can send an email.
That,
Phonic Den. Who?
Spell Phonic Den.
Oh, PHONIC DEN.
And where else?
And that's on IG.
Okay.
And then you can find Power Podcast Network on IG at Power Pod, POD Network. There's another one out there that's Power Podcast Network. And there are what's it called? An imitation. They're thieves.
Never duplicated.
Okay?
It's a red logo, not the blue one. Pick the blue one, not the red.
The blue one, not the blue pill, not the red pill. Because the red pill is Steelers, okay? They are Steelers. And
so I just want to repeat that back for
yeah.
everyone. You can send him an email at privatefigure, and that's PRIVXTEFIGXRE@gmail.com. That same one for Instagram, that's at privatefigure. You can also look at the audio center at Phonic Den, that's at PHONICDEN. And these are on Instagram whenever I do an app before that. You can also email Phonic Den at phonicden@gmail.com. And ultimately, the umbrella that started it all, and we definitely got to do another episode because you have to tell how Power Pod Network came to existence. You can follow Power Podcast Network and tap into all the shows and see my original podcast, The Powder Room, at Power Pod Network. Power Pod Network. That's it on Instagram. I was about to tell y'all the email, but you can find all that on the IG too. Lance, thank you so much for what?
I'm sorry, we got one more thing.
What's up?
If you have any questions about podcasts at all whatsoever,
where can they reach you?
Please text the number 980-549-1779. It's a free answers number. It's a number where you could just text to find out whatever you want to find out about podcasting, about the world, even if it's like mics you looking at, whatever the case may be, whatever question you have about podcasting.
980-549-1779.
Yes, ma'am. And so free answers. Bomb.
Free answers. And then we just got to bring you back, dude. We got to bring you back, bro. Will you
That's
come back?
Cool. If you could find me.
Yeah, well, I'll look for you, Mr. Private Figure. That's it for today with Lance Soul on YKTV Wit V, your favorite show that you ain't even know about yet. You know where to find Mr. Gil. Check us out later on What's Hood Radio. All indie music all the time. Stay tuned. Check this shit out real quick.